Yeah, I got a truck right now.
Well, absolutely, Tim. You gotta understand, Tim, I was raised in a family from Western Oklahoma. We'd almost find things. We'd almost
Don't call him a Yankee. He'd get mad at you.
Yeah, I never learned to be Yankee.
Dodger fan or
Yeah. I say question guys, you know, and news guys and things like that. Yeah. The guys in the army always used to say, no, that's all. And we used to say, we do.
Absolutely, absolutely. Tim, are all those your medals over there on the
Yes.
flag?
Yes.
It's a very impressive service. Now, I understand you joined in 1940. Joined the Guard in New York?
No, I joined the actual outfit, the 71st Infantry Regiment. And they were part of the 44th Infantry Division. That's where you see the 44th there. See, when I was drafted, they sent me right into the 71st Infantry Division from New York, right in Fort Dix. I went right into Fort Dix, up 2, 3, 4, you know, that type of thing. I stayed with them all the way through to 45.
45.
Till it was over.
So when did you ship to Europe? When did you go?
44, right after 44. Just about a month after D-Day, we were in there, then we started to fight. Right in, they took us on the ship went right in France, and we went right into battle.
Straight to the front.
Right to the front. And we relieved a division, and that's the way they did it over there. That division come back for 2 weeks to get on, you know, Russian Corporation. And we fought and took their place, and then later on somebody relieved us and took us back. You know, that's the way they worked it all the way around. You get a little bit of a break. But sometimes you couldn't get it right away, depending on the situation.
Exactly.
How fast the Germans were doing and stuff like that. You know, so, you know, you live in a foxhole and stuff like that, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. I carried an M1 most of the time all the way through. And then when I was a radio operator, yeah, so, and then I can't talk about South guys. I took a radio away and then I became an infant man back again. You know, they had somebody calling in and stuff like that, you know. And then when the war ended, our outfit was in Austria.
Okay.
See, we were part of the 7th Army, right next to Patton.
Okay.
He had the 3rd Army, and we had the 7th Army, right next to him. And then the Germans were going to give us a hard time, so we had to cut down and knock them out in Austria. And then the old man, my company commander, came out and said, it's all over. And nobody believed him. No, he said, it's over. So that was on May 8th of 1945. It ended.
The best news a soldier could get.
It's funny, you guys all were looking for schnapps. You know?
Good soldiers to the core.
And who are you, sir, may I ask? Yes.
Frank Lucas.
Oh, Luca?
Yes.
Good to meet you.
I'm your local U.S. Congressman.
Oh, thank you. I'd like to meet you, Pete. Talk to you.
Absolutely.
I'm new here.
Absolutely. And it's my privilege today, with all of your friends and family and good buddies, to present another medal, a part of the collection reflecting your service on behalf of the country in the Second World War, the Occupation Medal for the efforts that you and the rest of the troops engaged in after the war was over with, trying to put things back together.
Right, we did that too.
Exactly. All too often, it seems to be amazingly easy to start wars, and the process of fighting a war falls on the young men and women on the hardest. But afterwards, putting things back together.
Oh, that's what we did. We had to come out and help them and do all that stuff, you know, feed them. That's what we did a lot of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you did a wonderful job because you left behind very strong democracies in Austria and Germany that to this day are good allies and good countries. So if I might, I wear bifocals, Tim, so you want to be careful when I put this on here.
I wear too. was so excited. I said, I wish I was back in a foxhole. And they left. I said, no, you don't want to be there. No, again. Wow, I feel so humble, is that the word? I feel so really.
So, after your service in the Second World War, you left the service for a time and then went back to the military?
I went back in the military, yes, and I served 21 years.
So you made a career out of it?
Yes. I went all over the world, and I've been places, different places. Pentagon, Germany, back here, the States, and France and stuff, all over. And I ended my career in Port Jay, New York. It's on the island. That's where I live, we used to go. The only way you could get on is by ferry. I got the ferry, and I lived close by there. And the ferry goes through the Brooklyn Bank Tunnel, and then I was home. Okay. But I did it 21 years, and I retired in 1962 from the government, from the Army.
So as a kid growing up in Brooklyn, would you have ever guessed that you would see the world the way you did?
Oh, no. All of a sudden, I got a notice from the dad. You have gone so the first thing he had to do was take a blood test. And then they sent you back home. You wait, they tested you for medicine. So then the next 3 days, I got another, you are inducted. And do not bring any clothes, don't bring anything, stuff like that. It said, only things for shaving and stuff like that. It said, we will clothe you. Reported, all of a sudden I was reported this. I sergeants and stuff like that. I said, whoa, here we are. And I got my clothes and then we got the first feet,
Exactly.
Tim was the infantry. That's what I was. I spent my whole career after that in the infantry.
Tim, you spent another 20 years in the Pentagon.
I told you. I spent 21 years in the puzzle palace.
Puzzle Palace. It's a very accurate description, actually.
That's what we used to call it, puzzle palace. Or Disneyland East.
Disneyland East.
That's the two names they used to do. The puzzle palace was very common in the Pentagon. Because you know what the heck, we had 20,000 people in one building.
Yes.
Go ahead, sir.
If you've never been to the Pentagon, it is a building that was constructed literally in a matter of months before the beginning of the Second World War, because the then War Department and the Navy Department and Army all had to have a place to centralize and organize. And it is a Pentagon-shaped building. It is numerous stories high. It is various layers deep. For those of us who are not experienced and only occasionally go there, you basically need a road map to find your way around. So when Tim refers to it as the Puzzle Palace, that's exactly right. That's the layout, not just the way the politics work internally, it's the layout of the building.
You should see how many people got lost on the
Well, I believe it, yes.
Because you got, like 3A, 9, 12. And that's what the third floor, 9 corridor, 12. That was it. But you had to learn that. Guys would walk around, where am I?
It was always said during the Cold War, in the middle of the Pentagon is an open area. It was always said that if the Cold War really became a hot war, that would be the first place to go kaboom.
You go out there in the summertime only, you could come back something to eat. You know, a lot of people used to watch certain benches and stuff like that. And all the doors were marked, color 9, color 6, so you wouldn't get lost when you go in there. And all the wheels, as you know, had the email. Because that's windows. They could look out. And everybody else was inside.
Inside,
And I
absolutely.
spent 21 years inside.
Inside.
I had to walk out the corridor to see whether there was snow around or whatever. Everybody did. Now I'm feeling a little bit better, sir. Boy, you're good. I like talking to you, man.
Absolutely. Sometimes we elected officials are sort of normal too.
I talk like crazy. And I talk with my hands. All local people do.
And all Western Oklahomans do too. So. We just say weans is youans and all shucks, but other than that.
I feel so, I never thought I was gonna get this, never. I appreciate your help and get it from return. Very much.
Having been a child of the Depression and survived combat in the Second World War and a long and distinguished service in peacetime afterwards, you deserve every medal and our appreciation and thanks, because you and a whole lot of other good folks have made sure this country is what it is today.
There's a lot of people, I get voted from my old outfit, and there's very few of us left alive at our age. There's one or two left of my old outfit, that's all. But, you know, I can figure that, you know, at age, you know, I'm 94.
94. Wow, you can vote 2 or 3 more elections. We can take the humor. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You know, we should ask how many other veterans are in here, and they can raise their hand and let us clap.
You're a veteran. Put your hand up, Mike. My hand up. But you were.
Egypt.
Thank you for letting me come and share this.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're the one I took it that day, man.
If we got a family member too here, how about a picture?
Oh, there. Let my daughter.
Better get them all up there.